So MLA Spink stated that he was actually quite concerned about the inflation rate, as it was anticipated it may increase due to the rise in government charges in this quarter. Do you share that same concern?
I was a little bit surprised that it came down, to be honest. I expected it to be sort of above zero, to have a positive inflationary impact. I think it is important to view it, again, in looking at the second quarter. I think that'll give a more clear indication of how sort of the inflation rate is tracking. We're all keep an eye on what the inflation is because it has such a significant impact on us in the islands in many ways. So I think rather than sort of looking at one quarter in isolation, we just need to just have a look at it and just look at it on the trend and overall to see how things are moving. It's been mainly around the fuel and the food. They've been the ones that have seen the significant decline. People will be aware, perhaps at the pump, people have seen the diesel price has been coming down slightly. And it's also around the food and the non-alcoholic beverages as well. They have a slightly high weighting, I would say, in the overall basket as well. So that's why we're seeing that sort of fall over the last quarter.
There was a discussion about whether the internet weighting is accounted for in the best way in the RPI. Yep. Can you kind of give the context of this kind of debate?
Yeah, it's interesting sort of how internet is classified and calculated. As people know, that the packages that are available now, that the prices stayed the same, but the amount of data that one can get for their price has increased. So what this means is that package sizes are based on the gigabyte size that you get per pound. So even if you haven't seen an actual decrease in your package price, because you are then receiving a larger data allowance within that package price, that price per unit has effectively come down, which would add to a deflationary pressure or deflationary movement in the price of internet and internet packages. Although the actual pound notes that you pay each month, for that package hasn't changed. And one of the points that came up at SFC was that that's okay, but they've also got to take into account the quality of the product, in this case, your data connectivity that you are receiving. So you have to make sure that you are receiving the same, if not better quality, to then say, yes, I'm seeing a deflationary effect per the unit I'm using. If you are seeing your quality deteriorate and you're not getting as good connectivity, then it can be argued that actually that's not you're not getting a like for like comparison. You're not comparing how things were before and after the package size changed. And I think that was part of the conversation, was around that quality aspect, to say, yes, we are seeing the price per unit coming down. However, are we seeing the quality remain the same, or if not get better? And if we're seeing quality deteriorating, then that really shouldn't be viewed as a deflationary sort of movement, because it's not measuring like with like.